I know, boo, boring school shit. When do we get to the battles? We'll get to it. Just let me do educational shit first. Added effects. When you use an attack, yep, these things are called added effects. Basically, when you attack, how do you choose a move to use? Do you use a base decision solely on the move's power? I recommend that you consider that added effects. It can be really convenient. For example, there are moves that give the target status problems. These moves don't just inflict damage, they also cause status problems like paralysis, poison, freezing, burning, confusion. One of these moves is double-edged. If you use double-edged, there is a chance you will confuse yourself or cut your HP. Thrash is an example of that move, because I fucking remember Thrash. If you use Thrash or Dragon, what is that other move? Dragon Rage too much? You will confuse yourself, and that could lead to some very fucking bad situations. Oh yeah, like, Dizzy Punch is a really good example of that. Dizzy Punch, there's a 1 in 5 chance to confuse the target. It's a very nice bonus, but also does damage. I fucking hate Dizzy Punch. Dizzy Punch is good, but I get scared when Kangaskhan does that shit, because they can fucking damage you, you can get confused, and when you're trying to do a move after it, you get a chance of getting attacked again and not being able to do anything. That's why I hate Dizzy Punch. Dizzy Punch scares the shit out of me. You would know from fucking Stadium 1. When certain moves, such as Headbutt or Bite Strike first, the defending Pokemon may flinch and be unable to respond in the same turn. Yes, this too is a type added effect, which you've seen in my Pokemon LPs if you've seen the others before. I'm not saying if you didn't, there's going to be a lot of people who have not seen my Pokemon LPs or haven't seen Pokemon. I need to be able to, like, be there for people that have not played Pokemon. This is why I'm doing videos of this, so people, like, who are going into Pokemon for the first time know about a few of this stuff. They won't know everything, but at least the burn basics from, like, Gen 2, I'll be able to explain all this stuff. There are also moves that inflict damage and lowering stats like defense and evasiveness. For example, Psychic has a 1 in 10 chance of reducing the target's special defense. Some moves raise the attacker's stats after inflicting damage on the target. Steel Wing is an example. It has a 1 in 10 chance of raising the user's defense. Are you getting all of this? Moves with added effects can be very convenient. I suggest you try them out for yourself. Okay. Very, very question. Very simple. Here's a question. What is the added effect? Flinch. Yeah, it's burn. It's fucking burn. No, that's Flare Blitz. Ah, yes, recovery moves. Pokemon moves are not only for attack, there are also moves that heal them. Let me describe some to you. First, moves that restore HP include Recover, Milk Drink, and Soft Boiled. Each of these restores HP by exactly 1/2 of the maximum HP. Hey, there are others. There's Absorb, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Roost. Yeah, Roost is another one. There's other moves than just those 3, Earl. You're forgetting the other ones. But regardless, I'll let them slide. Yep, Morning Sun, Synthesis, and Moonlight are also HP restoring moves that vary in effectiveness depending on the time they are used. In battle, however, these moves restore HP by 1/2 the maximum HP no matter what the time is. There we go! Yes, there's also Leech Life, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Dream Eater, and Absorb. These moves inflict damage, but they also return half the HP of that damage to the user, so in a way they can be considered healing moves. But it's not only about restoring HP. There are moves that get rid of status problems too. Heal Bell, for example, eliminates all status problems for all Pokemon in your party. Yeah. Now do you see why Heal Bell no longer exists? Nice. Sorry, it's 6-9. Nice. Anyways. The move Rest fully restores HP and gets rid of any status problems. Your Pokemon sleeps for 2 turns to rid itself of problems like burn and paralysis. I'm looking at fucking you, Snorlax. You fucking rat. Anyways. Earl. I know what you're doing. Don't test me. Simultaneously, the stats that were affected by problems such as lowered attack due to burn or reduced speed due to paralysis will be fixed. However, even Rest can't change stats that were altered by supporting moves or other means, so attack raised by Meditate would remain unchanged, as would accuracy reduced by opponent's Flash. Incidentally, to restore altered stats, you can either switch Pokemon or use Haze. I already described this move in my lesson on supportive moves, remember? Here's a question. Which move inflicts damage and restores the user's HP by half the damage inflicted? Dream Eater. I had to think hard for that one. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't fucking know. Leave me alone. Okay, set damage moves. Do you know about set damage attacks? These moves inflict fixed amounts of damage regardless of the user's attack power or target's defense. Let me give you some examples. The normal type move, Sonic Boom, always inflicts 20 HP damage. Similarly, Dragon-type moves such as Dragon Rage consistently inflicts 40 HP. Ghost-type move, Nightshade, and Fighting-type move, Seismic Toss, also work similarly. These moves hit the target with the same amount of HP damage as the user's level. Psychic-type move, Psywave, is an interesting move. At its weakest, it can inflict only 1 HP. At its strongest, it inflicts damage that is 1.5 times the normal level. There's something I need to tell you. Even if your Pokemon's type and its attack move are identical, the move's power will not be multiplied times 1.5. The move's power will also not change, even if the type matchup is good or bad. In other words, the move will neither be super effective nor not very effective. The move will not hit a weak spot. Of course, since they are set damage moves, it's only natural that their power is not doubled, multiplied by 1.5, or halved. That said, whether the move works or not does depend on type matchups. For example, Seismic Toss is a fighting type move, so it won't work on ghost type Pokemon. In that regard, it's similar, no different from other moves. Similarly, Strength and Mega Punch are also ineffective against ghost type Pokemon. Be aware of this important point. Seismic Toss, not thrown. Be sure to check the opposing Pokemon's type. Alright, ask me a question. Which move inflicts damage regardless of the attack and defense stats? Seismic Toss. That's correct. That's correct. I'm glad you listened to my lessons. Yeah, no problem, Earl. Here we go. Moves and tactics. Depending on the moves your Pokemon can use, there are a number of tactics that you can devise. Yes, I'm talking about your battle strategy. Now, listen closely. I'm about to discuss the relationship between moves and tactics. Take, for example, the move Fly and Dig. Both moves protect the user most of the time from taking damage on the first turn. Fly makes the user fly high in the sky, while Dig lets the user dig on the ground. On the next turn, the user Pokemon can strike. Let me demonstrate how useful a 2-turn attack can be. Remember, that user won't take a hit on the first turn. Suppose your opponent uses a move such as Solar Beam or Skull Bash that requires the user to charge up for 1 turn before striking. If you immediately use Dig or Fly, your opponent's attack won't strike. It'll strike out. Since the user won't be hit for an entire turn, you can also use these moves just to waste time. For example, you can poison your opponent, inflict damage on every turn, then use Fly or Dig. Even though your Pokemon won't be able to attack, it will avoid getting hit, and damage will still be done to the opponent. Similarly, if the opponent uses a protective move such as Safeguard or Reflect, keep using 2-turn moves to waste time over the 5 turns that the protective move lasts. Are you starting to get the hang of it? There is always a way to beat a Pokemon and its moves. Try coming up with your own good plan before you go for a battle. Alright, what's your question there, Earl? The move Dig has a relatively unique feature. What is it? 2-turn attack. Yeah, 2-turn attack. Okay, that's correct. Yup. He's glad we listened to his lessons. And next time, boys, we fucking finish the trainer class lectures. Stay crispy, guys. Bye.